Welcome back to the 2018 Saskatchewan Martial Arts Association Provincial Championships here in Warman, held at the Legend Center. We're going to get underway here in our center ring with ages 6 to 7, and we're going to start with our point sparring division. The judges and the competitors are just getting ready here, so we'll give them a few moments as they do so. So up first here competing is Elena Baker from Spirit of the Dragon and Casper Politowski from Okami Martial Arts. Now, as in the previous competition forms, there are 3 officials. In the center we have Mr. Brian Parks, on the side Mr. Harry Orn and Mr. Matthias Maneke. So this competition is light contact, and it's essentially a touch and go. So the competitors are looking for spots on the body to score points. So head contact is allowed, but face contact is not.
And everything has to be above the waist. There's another point for Casper, and it's quite a good back and forth here. A lot of good movement here.
So the judges are looking for clean, quick techniques. They don't want to see punches hovering over or kicks hovering. They want it back and forth. Point for Casper there. It is 3-1 currently.
And also when the competitors do fall to the ground, still are in a fight, the fight doesn't stop. They have approximately 3 seconds in which to still make contact, a light contact to the opponent that's down. And the opponent that's down also still has a chance to score as the opponent comes in rushing. So it's not over when they do fall to the ground, if they do fall.
Point to Casper there, currently 6-1. Now when there is a 5-point spread, the judges stop the competition, and the winner is Casper. So Casper was the winner of that match, and it looks like Connor Lane from Domini Martial Arts will go against him. So again, we have Casper from Okami Martial Arts in the black, and with the red helmet, blue karate gi, is Connor Lane from Domini Martial Arts. Mr. Brian Parks is the official in the center.
And with every match, they have to bow in, bow to the referee, bow to each other, and touch gloves.
Point to Casper.
Sign of good sportsmanship. So again, kicks and punches are above the belt, and everywhere you can strike is legal except for arm contact. If you punch the opponent's arms or shoulders, no point will be given, and nothing to the face is allowed. That will be actually a foul. And the idea behind that is just more for safety of the competitors.
Now there are 3 judges that all score when the center referee says stop. Now they may all not agree on the same point
nice
given.
Kick there that landed on the side of the head.
They may not all agree on the same point given, but it's 3 different angles, so we go with majority rules in regards to point decisions there.
And Casper won again by a 5-point spread.
Now to establish who is runner-up in the Provincial Championships, we have Connor Lane from Domini Martial Arts and Elena Baker from Spirit of the Dragon.
And again, as a sign of respect, the competitors bow to the ref, bow to each other, and then sometimes touch gloves. There's good movement by both competitors as they try to score points. Both are working pretty hard, but again, the judges are looking for clean contact. And 2 judges didn't see any clean contact, so no points will be awarded on that exchange.
So this is the 6 and 7-year-old orange to green belt division. It is currently 1-0 for Elena from Spirit of the Dragon. Thanks, Rylan. And that is a point for Elena.
Again, good movement here, moving around, working hard, oh, a good contact to the head.
Awesome, point for Connor. So they're going to continue to move around lots throughout the ring. We've seen them both work hard to get that point. Awesome, and that point for Elena there. Point for Connor with that lunge punch to the head.
And there's time. Now it looks like the score is 5-4, so good close match.
So it looks like Elena is the runner-up for the Provincial Championship with Casper taking first place. Great sportsmanship with all the kids. They're just going to gear down and get ready to go into weapon sparring. So we're just on a little break here and everybody is just switching up their helmets. So helmets and weapons are different in this particular division. So the helmet that they're going to wear is going to look a lot different than the ones we just saw. There is a face mask protecting their face. And there's various different weapons they use. They can use 2 sticks, there's a long sword, and there's also a bow staff that they can use. So again, they bow to the ref and bow to each other again as that sign of respect, just to start the match off. And they're looking for those points of contact, and when the judges see it, that center judge will call stop. Point to Casper. Good exchanges going back and forth between the two.
As I said, one of the students lost her weapon, but point was already given.
Point to Casper.
So again, they're trying to strike each other, and also they're seeing that they're also using their legs if they can.
Another point for Casper, leaving that as 3-1 right now.
And there's a nice head kick.
So Mr. Parks was just reminding there to make that contact nice and quick. No point given there. All 3 judges did not agree on the point.
And there, I think it'll be a 5-point spread now.
Yes,
Very
you are
good
correct.
match. So good technique shown by both competitors. Good fast movements, some nice kicks, and good use of the weapons.
So Casper will stay in the ring, and it looks like Elena Baker will come in to challenge for that first place.
And as you see, there's a slight difference in the style of masks. Elena has more of a full face shield, where Casper has more of a mask or a mesh type.
And the judges are just making sure that the scorekeeper, timekeepers are all ready to go, so then no points are missed. Making sure everybody is ready. And also giving Casper that little rest as well, because he just finished a match.
All right,
Okay,
looks like we're ready to go.
There we go.
Good quick exchange and a hit to the head. Oh, and competitor fell, but the point was given as he was falling.
So it's tied up right now.
Nope. And another strike to the head. Nice kick followed by the hands. Another nice kick. Yeah, nice back and forth here. The competitors moving really well here.
Good exchanges between the competitors. It's back and forth with the points.
And as Crystal mentioned earlier, I believe the weapons are padded weapons, and there can be a katana or the two short swords. And I think I've seen some competitors walking around with what is a padded bow staff, which is quite unique to watch as well.
So winner of that match was Casper. So he will take the provincial championship, and Elena and Connor will be up to see who takes runner up. The judges are giving Elena 1 minute of rest. And there we see provincial competitor Hannah Slater giving some pep talks to her student, Elena Baker. We should be on our way shortly. Again, this is the 6 and 7-year-old division, weapon sparring.
Okay, looks like we're ready to go here underway for the runner-up.
Point to Elena for that first one. Contact just above the belt there on Connor. But again, great back and forth between the two.
Really good movement here. Oh, and a nice strike to the head. It's good movement, good techniques by both kids. They're moving around really well. And a strike to the arm, didn't count, but then as you see, the strike to the head was a follow-up, and the refs agreed. Point was given. Good, quick strike there by... Very good. Okay, so one child lost his weapon there, but the fight, as you see, still kept going on. Karate's open-handed, or martial arts in general is designed to be open-handed, so the children are expected to be able to still compete and fight, even though they may have lost their weapon. And again, they've lost this, but they seem to be having a hard time controlling their weapons in this one, but again, the match will continue even if they drop their weapons. Good match there, good clean striking.
So it's back and forth between these two. And stop time, and the winner on time is Elena from Spirit of the Dragon. She will take the runner-up position. And you see a good handshake at the end there, a sign of sportsmanship. So it looks like that division is done, and we will be going into the 10 to 11 orange-green belt division here shortly. So we're just getting everybody ready. Again, 10 to 11 orange-green belt will be up shortly. Making sure the scorekeeper, timekeepers have all the correct information there to begin. So here we are just showing our 6 to 7 orange-green belts on the podium.
All right, and it looks like we're back here.
I'm sorry, I thought we had the 10 and 11-year-old orange-green. It looks like we have the 8 and 9-year-old division of orange-green. So first up we have Michael Ford from Okami Martial Arts and Nash Porter, Spirit of the Dragon.
So again, the judge is looking for clean contact to the body or to the helmet region. Nice double side kick there by Porter, Nash. And a nice overhand hit to the head by Nash. Good job. Showing good technique, and he seems to be moving very well. Again, nice side kicks.
So it looks like there was a little confusion there between both kiddos. So what we are looking for when we are judging is those kiddos need to keep going until the center referee says stop. Even if they think they may have received a point, they keep going.
Don't look at them when they're saying this, just listen to it.
It looks like there was also a bit of confusion about where the edge of the ring is. So if you are seeing the ring as we are, there is blue outlining the ring with the red. The red is the ring. So as they step outside of the ring, that's taking them to outside the ring essentially. So another point there for Nash Porter. There's Mr. Brian Parks telling Michael to engage, moving forward rather than backwards. And another point there for Nash. 5-point spread, and Nash is the winner of that match. And there was only 2 competitors in the 8 to 9-year-olds blue belt division. And they'll be changing up their headgear here shortly and moving on to weapon sparring. Oh, I apologize. We are going to bounce back and forth, I think, between divisions. So now we are at that 10 to 11-year-old orange-green division, and we have, I apologize, I'm not really sure. Oh, I see, right here. We have Jared Ciano from International Mantis Canada in the black helmet, and we have Caleb Markowicz with the red helmet. Good technique shown by both kids. As you can see, so a big difference from that 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old category. Their kicks are a little bit higher, their balance is better, techniques are a little bit smoother. And that's what you're going to see throughout the day as the age groups and belt levels go up.
And the speed, a big difference in speed. Nice exchange there.
Point for Jared.
Nice try with the kick. Nice call for the backhand kick. There you go.
And this is a good back and forth decision.
But there's a nice solid kick. No points blocked, and there's a nice exchange of hands. And again, the kid looks like the kids are going to have to clean up their technique because the judges aren't scoring it, so they're going to have to try a little harder. There was a nice kick.
Now it is 4-3. Time is called. Winner is Spirit of the Dragon. So Caleb will stay in, and out will come Kaylin Baker from Spirit of the Dragon as well. So 2 club mates squaring off, both green belts. I guess the judges have a different idea than what I thought was going on.
Yes, they're going to give them a little bit of a break here, so they're going to go back to weapons sparring with the other division here. That's okay. So again, you have Michael Ford and you have Nash Porter from Spirit of the Dragon. So they're going to do a little weapon sparring here.
So there's just a little officials discussion here. And then when they are ready, they will begin the match. So behind each competitor, if you can see, there is coaches behind each of the competitors. So in Spirit of the Dragon's corner, there is Rylan Hoffer. He won provincial runner-up earlier this morning, and behind Michael Ford from Okami is Mr. Travis Boschman. So both the kids are ready to go. Let's see if these judges are ready to go here shortly. Okay, and looks like we are ready to go. So again, we have Mr. Brian Parks as the center official, Mr. Harry Orn on the side, and Mr. Mateus Maniki on the other side for officials today.
Good little change and a nice shot to the belly there by Nash. Good exchange, keep going. Oh, and Nash came over the top this time. So a nice mixing up of the levels. Nice try. Oh.
So something to know about when you're weapon sparring is you essentially treat the weapons as an extension of your hands, your body parts. So
good exchange there.
They should still be using blocks and strikes appropriately as if they were not even
Nash
there.
just got a 5-point spread, so the match is over.
And Nash will take the 2018 Provincial Championships for weapon sparring. Okay, we are going to bounce back to the point sparring orange green belt division with Kaylin Baker and Caleb Markowicz, both from Spirit of the Dragon here. So again, both of them that have their appropriate coaches behind them. Rylan Hoffer from Spirit of the Dragon and Hannah Slater from Spirit of the Dragon. And we're ready to begin and go. So Spirit of the Dragon is known for using side kicks, so you'll be seeing lots of that showcase today. Awesome, good movement. Point 4 red. Well, I guess they're both red. They're both wearing red helmets. Good, so Mr. Parks is looking for clean techniques, punches, kicks, so he can call a stop. And it's going back and forth between these teammates. These two are both doing a good job of blocking those kicks as they're coming in and punches. Oh, and there was a point there. Back and forth again with these guys. Good, no point seen there. It's 4-2 currently. Oh, I'm sorry, 3-2. Time is called. No point on time. And winner is Caleb Markowicz from Spirit of the Dragon. So a minute rest here for Caleb, and then he will go against Jared Ciano. Or sorry, Kaylin and Jared Ciano against each other. And the officials are just making sure everything is right with the scorekeeper timekeepers. This is for provincial runner-up. Good exchanges back and forth. That point went to Jared. Good movement with these two. And another point for Jared.
Good exchange there. Really good exchange.
Currently 2-0. Another point for Jared. He's using lots more of the jumping techniques. There he goes,
So
getting ready for another one.
Trying to bait him to throw a kick, and then he's going to try and strike. There we go. Nice job.
Good.
As you saw, Mateus had his flag down there, so he thinks he saw a foul, but the other two judges disagreed with him.
Point for Jared. 5-point spread, and he is the winner of that match. So this group will be moving on to weapon sparring. So they will just gear down, change up their weapons helmets, or change up their helmets, excuse me, and grab their weapons. Now, if anybody's curious about the equipment that they're wearing, so those boots, they're just called point sparring booties. They protect the feet, the toes, because nobody wants to get a toe in the face or whatnot. So it's essentially for safety. That's our #1 priority with these guys, is safety. And then there is gloves, point sparring gloves that they are wearing, again, to protect the fingers and the opponent's face if there was face contact accidentally made. So we have Bryce Stewart and Kaylin Baker here. So Bryce is from Kuro Toro Dojo, and again, this is the 10 to 11-year-old Orange Green weapon sparring division. Oh, it looks like we have equipment malfunction. They'll stop time just to ensure Bryce is safe.
And also, they don't want anyone to kick someone with a loose strap, like go into the eyes or like come across the face and whip someone.
So coaches for the competitors are Hannah Slater from Spirit of the Dragon. Looks like Kiyoshi Manaki is on the side for Bryce Stewart. Good exchanges between the two here. So points are, I'm just going to try to see around our official here, is 2-1 for Kaylin Baker from Spirit of the Dragon. So with the swords, you want to make sure you're using them properly. One blocking, one striking. Again, essentially an extension of your arms. No point given there. Judges are looking for cleaner techniques, not just it falling down accidentally. Good, clean strikes. Point to Kaylin. Again, and as Kelly mentioned earlier, you can use kicking in weapon sparring. So you'll see lots of the competitors kick to get the points by using the weapons to protect their upper body. Time is called, no point on time, and the winner was Kaylin Baker from Spirit of the Dragon. So as we saw earlier, these two squared off in the point sparring division, and they will be squaring off again in the weapon sparring divisions. So again, with their coaches, Hannah Slater and Rylan Hopper, these two are getting a little bit of coaching and getting ready for the competition. And they are ready to go. Oh. So when the competitions are starting, you'll see the center ref say timekeeper, scorekeeper ready, and then he'll say judges ready. So apparently the timekeeper, scorekeepers were not ready at that moment, and looks like they are now. There we go.
Nice kick at the beginning there. Try to start things off. Trying to get a quick point off the bat. Good distance control. Nice blocking. Good exchange. Point given.
So again, for those watching, this is Kaylin Baker and Caleb Markowicz from Spirit of the Dragon, 10 to 11-year-olds, orange-green belt, weapon sparring.
So he's still able to defend himself with one sword, and he actually ended up getting the point too.
Great job. Score is tied right now, 1-1.
Good exchange there. Nice side kick. And all the judges couldn't see a clear point, so no points given. Nice try. Tries for a lunging. Oh, he dropped the weapon.
Those weapons are not wanting to stay in hands today.
Good exchange. Good rushing attack. Point given. Nice turn kick to the ribs. Good job. Again, notice. Oh, judges saw it the other way. Gave a point to the above head strike.
And that is the end of that division. All three competitors were against each other, and they're all done. And now the officials are just going to coordinate the next division here shortly. In the center ring here, we will be doing the 12 to 13-year-old division, orange-green. No, sorry, blue-brown division of sparring. So first up, we have Josh Gamlin from Kurotor Dojo and Robin Wilkins from Spirit of the Dragon.
So you see them both chambering up their legs, getting ready to try and deliver a nice kick straight to the body, and there's a nice kick right to the belly.
Point for Robin. Good use of the ring by both competitors. Another point for Robin there.
Nice kick to the belly. Good strike.
Point in there for Josh. Current score is 3-1.
Oh, and opponent fell down but was out of bounds, but they still gave a point as he was falling down with struck.
So again, judges looking for that clean strike.
And they're both chambering and they're both chambering their legs, trying to deliver a nice kick. And this time Robin came over top.
Good back and forth between the two. You can see them sizing each other up a little bit as they begin.
There's the end of the match, and it looks like Robin won 5-2.
Coming into the ring now is Kate Andrews from Downwinning Martial Arts in the blue, and Kaylin Haid from Spirit of the Dragon. This is the 12 to 13-year-old division, blue-brown sparring. Good use of side kicks there, but no points scored. Oh, point given to Kaylin for that side kick, just snuck in there. Another point for Kaylin.
It's a good exchange. Nice, good, quick exchange of hands there.
So what we're needing to see more from Cade here is a few more combos rather than just showing the one, which he did right there.
And it looks like none of the judges decided on that one. Oh,
And
sorry, I
point
apologize.
to
I did
Cade.
go with the
So
red.
that combination did work for him.
Nice side kick.
Another point for Cade.
And as we tend to see here, there's quite a prevalency to use the side kicks and turn kicks. So if you can get a good side kick developed and you're quite proficient with it, you'll have quite a bit of success, as well as with turn kicks.
Good clean contact made by both of these guys. And they both like those side kicks, and they're following up with those punches.
And again, there's the side kicks followed by the punches. Close the distance. And it looks like no point was given. None of the judges saw anything that was clean.
5-4. Kaylin wins that match. That was very, very close. Looks like Mr. Parks is just consulting with the coach for Cade. Great match between those two. They have met many times, and it goes back and forth quite consistently with the two of them. So Kaylin will get a 1-minute break here, and he will face off against Robin Wilkins from Spirit of the Dragon. So clubmate to him, giving him that rest time. If you're curious how long the rounds are, so the rounds are 1 minute 30 seconds. Doesn't seem like that long, but it can be fairly exhausting as you're bouncing around in there, throwing those kicks, accepting those kicks, or getting those kicks thrown on you. So needing that rest. And we are ready to go here shortly. Bowing to the official. Everybody's ready to go, and here we start. Again, two clubmates, Kaylin and Robin from Spirit of the Dragon in Regina. Point to Robin.
So good exchange at distance control, followed up by some side kicks, and then following up with the hands for a point. Good techniques, nice counter strike, but judges saw the kick first.
Good movement between the two of them, use of the ring, not just staying in one spot.
Good exchange.
And really good
No points
control
were
by
given,
the two competitors as well.
A few seconds as she's just trying to still strike, even though she fell to the ground. There was still an opportunity for her to strike and gain points as for the opponent that was standing.
Point given to Robin there, 3-2. And another point, tying it up at 3-3. Kaylin's gonna need to move around, put some more combos in if he wants to.
Straight.
If he wants to claim that title.
Just a little malfunction with the booty there. Just gonna zip tie it back up there.
Again,
And,
safety
we'll
is priority here, so we want to make sure everybody's equipment is all strapped in and correct before we start.
Nice delivery of a side kick right to the belly. Good chest, I should say.
And point on time was 5-3, with Kaylin taking the round. And it looks like these competitors are just going to get change up that headgear into that weapon sparring headgear. Changing into their weapon sparring headgear and grabbing some weapons of choice. It looks like I see a bow staff there. That'll be interesting to see. We also have a long sword. So as we mentioned, the 3 types of weapons you'll see in weapon sparring are the 2 short swords, the long sword, and the bow staff. So we have Kate here from Spirit of the Dragon and Josh Gamlin from Kuro Toro. Josh Gamlin has the long sword. And we are ready to go here.
It's a good exchange. Good exchange. And the advantage of the 2 swords is that one can be used.
So the reason you see lots of different styles is, one is everybody has a preference. I know for me when I compete, I prefer the 2 short swords. And Kelly, what kind of weapon do you prefer when you're weapon sparring?
The single long sword. And as I was saying, the advantage of the 2 short swords is that one can be used to block, the other one is used to strike.
And what do you find the advantage of a long sword is?
And the advantage of the long sword is simply in its length, as well as the length to strike someone, but the length also to evade a strike. And so the obvious advantage sometimes to the long sword is that they can quickly strike at a distance and land the point before the person with the short swords can pose to strike.
So Kaylin is ahead with 6 points to 3. And on time, it looks like Kaylin took that with 7-4. Cade Andrews and Robin Wilkins are up next. So we see Robin with the 2 short swords and Cade with the bow staff. Now I think he's actually one of the only competitors that usually uses the bow staff. But can you tell us the advantage or disadvantages of the bow staff?
So again, the obvious advantage is the length of which to strike your opponent or to evade their attack. The disadvantage of the bow staff is that if you do get past the initial attack, then it's hard for you to bring up any other way to strike the person. So simply put, if she can block an attack with her 1 sword, it's very hard for him to come back in and strike again.
And point there for Cade.
And once she's in tight, the bow staff is very hard for him to wield to strike. So she has to learn how to get past his initial attack and get in close to land a point, where the person with the bow staff is looking to keep her at a distance and slowly pick her off with shots.
I would also say one of the other advantages being on the competition side is when I go up against somebody with a bow staff, it's a little bit intimidating because it's quick and kind of bounces around everywhere. So it is a bit intimidating as well.
You gotta block and strike, you gotta counter up.
And it is working to Cade's advantage. Oh, there we go, point for Robin.
Finally get past the initial strike, get in close and land a point.
Now,
she
even
has to
though
start to tie up his weapon, as soon as she can start to tie his weapon up, she'll start landing a lot more points.
Exactly. Even though the bow staff is longer, one thing they have to remember is that one hand has to stay in that centerpiece at all times. So he can't just take his hand right to the end and have a really long strike. So it is long, but there is that shortness there as well by keeping that hand to the middle.
So no points given. Everyone disagreed.
So Robin really needs to utilize the double sword, by blocking and striking with the other.
5 point difference.
5 point spread, so that's where it will end. So Cade and Kaylin here. Cade will get that 1 minute rest. So we did just see these guys square off in the sparring match earlier, point sparring without the weapons. And here they are again. So again, Cade is with the long sword and Kaylin is with the 2 sticks. So sorry, not long sword, bow staff, excuse me.
So hopefully Kaylin can figure out how to get past the initial attack and close the distance and start to land points. And again, as I mentioned, Cade's main strategy is going to be try to strike from a distance and strike first before.
Looks like there's a stop time.
Kaylin can get going.
And they were consulting if that was excessive contact, and nobody agrees. And the match will continue.
There you go. So Kaylin was able to close the distance. There you go again. He's closing the distance now again. So Cade's got to try to get more distance and start striking a little quicker here if he wants to be successful.
And as Kelly mentioned, the weapons, they are padded, but there is leather on the outside, so that's why you're able to hear there's some loud banging. It sounds a little bit harder than it actually is. And point for Kaylin there.
So yeah, so Kaylin was able to figure out how to beat the distance of the bow staff.
And a good display of sportsmanship there between those 2 guys. They have been friends for a long time as they've been competing, I think around the same time frame. So a little break here with the judges while they get ready for the next division. So we are back here in the center ring with the 14 to 15-year-old blue-brown sparring division. And now this is the age group where you'll see the ladies and the gentlemen split. So now this is just the ladies that are sparring, and then we'll see the guys come a little bit later. So in the ring here we have Bailey Norris-Pott from Pro Toro.
She has a few seconds to try to land a strike before she has to get up.
And in the red there is Aaron Wilkins from Spirit of the Dragon. Point to Aaron. So as we mentioned earlier, as those belt levels go up, the age goes up, we're going to see lots more complicated and cleaner techniques in these divisions. Point to Bailey. Currently 3-1 with Aaron in the lead.
So Bailey's going to have to move a little quicker here if she hopes to be successful. She's going to have to be a little quicker. No point given on that last exchange. And there was a rush, followed by a successful point.
And that was good use of that rushing, or blitzing as we call it, to rush in and get that point to maybe intimidate the other opponent as well.
Bailey's going to have to be a little quicker here.
So time called. Aaron is the winner, 4-1. So that was Bailey from Kurotora Dojo and Aaron Wilkins from Spirit of the Dragon. And up next is Rory. Oh, excuse me. I had the two Kurotora girls mixed up. So we have Bailey Norris Pot here now. I'm sorry. That was Rory in the last match against Hannah Slater from Spirit of the Dragon. Point for Hannah. So both of these girls are known for great kicks. We're going to see a lot of that utilized here. Point for Hannah. Currently 3-1. And back and forth, and that point went to Bailey. Another point for Bailey. So these girls are going to have to utilize that blitz. There we go, right by Hannah. No point given there. None of the judges agreed on the point that they saw. Point for Hannah. Again, both these girls utilizing those kicks with that reverse punch, or that follow-up punch after that kick. And great clean technique. So as we've mentioned a lot throughout the afternoon here, is that the judges are looking for clean techniques, clean retraction. That punch goes in and it goes out really quick. No point on time. Oh, I'm sorry. Point for Bailey on time, but Hannah still takes it with 7-5. So Hannah will stay in. She will get that 1 minute rest. And she's there with her coach, Evan, who we will see up shortly after this. He is in the 16, 17-year-old division competing. And Hannah is up against Aaron Wilkins from Spirit of the Dragon. Looks like they're ready to go. I think we'll be finishing out this minute here shortly. And again, both Hannah and Aaron are from Spirit of the Dragon in the 14 to 15-year-old blue-brown sparring division. Bowing to the center official. Mr. Parks will get things underway. Point there for Aaron.
Good exchange, good distance management, and a nice strike to the belly.
And there's Mr. Parks just correcting the score. Now, something to know about these girls, as I mentioned earlier, Hannah is a musician. She does sing. And actually, Erin does as well. She's got quite the music background here with singing, flute, percussion, doing band and musical theater, and now chamber choir as well. So not only are they great at karate, they're also great at music. We have Provincial runner-up, So it's still tied up at 1-1. And I'm sure these girls have met many times in practice at their dojo. But the judges are looking for more cleaner techniques. I think we might come to a draw here. Or maybe sudden death. Oh, maybe not. Point for Hannah. Hannah's known for her speed.
Oh, good exchange. Oh, and it looks like we are going to go to a tiebreaker here.
Point for Erin. So sudden death tiebreaker. So next point wins. So the judges are again looking for that clean technique. And let's see what these girls can bring.
And there's a nice rushing attack by Hannah.
And she will take the provincial championship in the 14 to 15-year-old blue-brown point sparring division. So we talked a little bit earlier in the forms division in regards to the kiai or the war cry, and we talked about intimidation. So that's used a lot in point sparring as well, because as you see, it does do that. It intimidates the competitor and allows that space for that point. We're geared up for weapon sparring here now. And we have Rory Wilson of Kuro Toro Dojo and Erin Wilkins of from Spirit of the Dragon. So Mr. Park's getting things underway, and here we go. Oh, dropping those weapons. Those weapons cannot stay in hands today.
Good exchange, nice over the top attack.
Point for Rory.
And again, a little malfunction with the gloves there, so just gonna make sure they're secured, and then we'll get going again.
Good exchange between the girls. It's 4-0 right now. Point for Erin. Coming over top nice and hard to get that next point. 4-2.
Nice attack. And Rory still gets the point. And again, Seat having to fight with one sword.
And Danielle, you can stay up there. For weapon sparring, you get Provincial champion.
Good attack by Rory, and I just saw a nice counter kick right to the belly.
Worked for her, 5-point spread.
Proud that we do have an evening program. You're welcome to get tickets. You know the tickets down here. We're also taking tickets at the door. We have some family.
So next up is Hannah Slater from Spirit of the Dragon and Bailey from Kuro Toro Dojo. Bailey's chosen to use the long sword and Hannah the sticks.
Awards, final awards, you guys are welcome to come tonight, and the draw will be tonight at the program.
So let's see if Bailey will utilize the long sword. Right now, it looks like Hannah is taking it.
Hannah's able to get in and is able to penetrate and get through the sword attack, and then able to land her points with the small swords. Oh, okay, Rory got a point finally. Or Bailey, I should say, sorry, excuse me.
Good point for Hannah there. 3-1. Another point for Hannah. Bailey really needs to be aggressive and push forward against Hannah in order to score that point.
5-point spread. Hannah was successful in gauging the distance and was able to get through the initial attack and close the distance for points and a win.
Good job, Rory. Good match.
So a minute rest here for Hannah before she squares off against Rory from Kuro Toro Dojo for first place. Well, it looks like we are ready to go. Mr. Parks is ready to start the action here.
So we have the battle of the two short swords, so this should be very quick as there'll be no advantage or disadvantage in regards to distance, and they'll be able to block and pick each other up quickly and try to strike fast.
So as we saw earlier, Hannah is very quick, so Rory will have to be just as quick in order to get that point.
Point Rory. Point Hannah. Point Rory.
I think this might be a really good back and forth. Point for point for point.
Not enough. Not enough. So now their girls are clashing and they're not getting clear strikes and they're just banging into each other. The judges are looking for a clean strike to the head or to the body. There's a nice one by Hannah, tied it up. There's some nice kicking from Hannah to try and intimidate her opponent.
So that ties the match up at 3-3. The girls are going back and forth with their points. Point for Hannah, tying it back up.
Good exchange there.
We might end up with another sudden death.
Good exchange again by the ladies. Nice side kicks by Hannah.
Point given on time to Hannah.
Hannah's the winner, 8-5. Good match.
She will be the provincial champion in weapon sparring, 14 to 15-year-old blue-brown division. That rounds out that division. So we'll let the girls gear down, and the judges will bow them out before we move on to the next division that we have in the center ring here. Looks like we had a little switch up of judges just for bow out. Mateus had to get ready for the black belt division, and Mr. Zach Herber stepped in his place. So now in the center ring is our 16 to 17-year-old sparring blue-brown, the male division. So we have 3 competitors in this division, just like this morning. And first up is Evan Fallman from Spirit of the Dragon.
And Trent Dumont from Kuro Toro Dojo, Prince Albert.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the podium for 14-year-old female division, blue-brown, in point sparring. Provincial runner-up is Aaron Wilkins from Spirit of the Dragon.
So as you saw, quite a barrage by Evan there with side kicks and punches.
As I said earlier, Spirit of the Dragon is known for side kicks, so Trent is really going to have to block that aggressively in order to score a point.
All right, 14-15-year-old blue-brown female weapon sparring.
dealing with that headgear malfunction, as Kelly said.
And the provincial champion is Hannah Slater from Superior Dragon.
And we are ready to go again.
So a nice head kick there by Evan.
Point for Evan there.
And Trent just walked into a kick there.
Just walked right into that one.
Trent's going to have to try and figure out how he can get past Evan's side kicks here.
The judges saw that as excessive contact on Trent's part, making that a 5-point spread. So because it was excessive contact, Evan gained that extra point, giving him the 5-point spread and winning the match. Now Evan gets a little break, and we're going to bring out Austin Irvine from Domini Martial Arts.
And it looks like the athletes are ready to go here, so we're just going to wait on the judges and the timekeeper, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, smile a little bit. Good back.
Okay, so it looks like they are ready. That minute is up for Evan. So Evan is in the red and Austin is in the black helmet.
With the blue gi.
Austin in there with that reverse punch.
So both these athletes have very similar styles. They like to lead off with their kicks, followed in with their hands. And both are known really well for their side kicks and high kicks to the head.
Point for Evan. Point for Austin. Good kicks with a follow-up of a punch by Evan. No point on that last one.
Nice lunging punch by Evan, followed by some counters. No points given, though. Good exchange there. Point for Austin.
We have Provincial champion
And tight match. Austin wins 3-2.
So the point sparring division is done, and Trent and Austin will gear up for the weapon sparring division, blue-brown. Of course, a little bit of a break there.
We have Provincial champion Tim Alba from Wingsu.
So the weapon sparring match is underway here with Trent and Austin. Both boys have opted for the long sword. Austin in there with that third point. So Trent needs to be a little quicker off the draw there for Austin. And another point for Austin with a 5-point spread, with Austin taking the provincial championship for weapon sparring in the 16 and 17-year-old blue-brown division. The judges are now bowing out, the three boys. So again, we have Trent Dumont from Kurotora Dojo, Evan Fallman, Spirit of the Dragon, and Austin Irvine from Domini Martial Arts. Our black belt division is up here in the center ring. Things are going to get really exciting here. Just waiting for all the competitors. I see some people are getting changed and ready to go.
I think it has some results at the podium. I do. Okay, 16-17-year-old blue brown division. Provincial runner-up for point sparring.
There you go. It looks like all of our competitors are ready to go. We have five competitors, excuse me, two different divisions.
Provincial champion is
The judges are just waiting to start. Bow them in. They're ready to go. So as in the kata, there is 5 judges for this. Black belts have way more experience than most standard belts, so they want to catch the point at every angle. So there is judges on each corner of the ring as well as the center judge. Our 2 competitors up for point sparring are Mr. Ryan Pawalko and Mr. Mateus Manke.
Mateus is in the white and Ryan is in black. Both of these athletes have quite a bit of international experience, so we should be in for a very good match here.
all right. Trent Dumont, provincial runner-up. And provincial champion is
So
Austin Irvine.
as you see, Mateus is chambering. Ryan's trying to figure out how to get past Mateus's leg. Oh, I think Ryan landed a strike.
Good sportsmanship helping him up there.
It's okay. Ryan's trying to rush through Mateus's kicks.
And it's
And it was
working. That
successful.
point was for him.
So Mateus is going to have to pick up the speed on his kicks or be more accurate.
No point given there.
Nice kick.
Not a clean enough shot there
Yep,
for the
there it
judges
was.
to
Mateus
call.
got a point. So Mateus now is having some success with his kicks, but not enough. And Ryan's able to get past his kicks and land points.
So this is the
Oh,
18 to
kick was landed
35-year-old sparring division.
Well done.
Nice clean shots by these guys.
Nice kick. Nice and solid. Here's the thud.
You're behind.
Good exchange there, but no points.
Judges are looking for cleaner techniques from both of them.
Not enough. So Mateus has to get his legs going again. Oh, it looks like Ryan's going to win with 4-3.
Good match between those two. So we have another black belt division heading up here. I'm just trying to see who's on the sidelines here. Looks
So
like we have
Patrick McCulkey of Kwame Martial Arts and Isaac Vilku from Vilku Martial Arts. As I mentioned earlier, Isaac has quite a bit of international experience and is very active. Pat is last year's kickboxing champion and is quite active in the provincial circuit here, but does not have any international experience. It's a good exchange. I don't believe. Oh, Isaac got to give you a point.
So Isaac is utilizing his size against Pat. Pat being the shorter competitor, really needs to be aggressive and keep his hands up for those blocks.
And Isaac's kicks are quite devastating.
5-point spread there. And you've been on the receiving end of those kicks from Isaac. I don't think they feel too great.
They are quite strong.
So now we're going to bounce back to Mateus and Ryan.
Polko. As you see, Ryan is waiting for the bow staff. Now we're waiting for Mateus to enter the ring.
However, it looks like he has a long sword. So the long sword against the bow staff will be an interesting matchup.
So the sword's a little bit more agile, but not as long. The bow staff definitely has the advantage in the distance, but not quite as agile to wield. Tends to be a very straightforward swinging type of a weapon, or club-like, versus the sword, which tends to be a little bit more finesse and has a little bit more advantage in ability to maneuver.
Okay, and Mr. Parks will get this ring underway here. So again, scoring points are the same as point scoring. So shoulders, arms don't count. We're looking for front of the body, under the arms, back except the spine, head contact except the face, and everything above the waist, of course. Ryan, oh, and that is given to Mateus. And another point for Mateus, taking it to...
Some sandwiches down here. If anyone is interested, come see.
Oh, nice strike by Ryan to the rib cage.
Tying the match back up.
Nice strike by Mateus to the head. Mateus is actually winning right now. Needs to get, oh, and nice strike by Ryan to the belly. Uh-oh. Not enough.
So the match is currently at a tie. Oh, saw that one get in there
Strike to the
for
ribs
Ryan.
by Ryan. Mateus has got to pick it up here. Nice strike by Mateus. And Mateus gets the point. And one for Ryan again. Very good back and forth here. And another one for Ryan. Quick lunge to the belly. Ryan's the winner, 7-5.
Great match between the two. It was great to see the long sword against the bow staff. So we're going to bounce back to the 35 and over black belt division of point sparring. So Isaac had won that match against Patrick earlier. So now Isaac is squaring off against Travis Bushman from Okami Martial Arts. So we saw Isaac with those great kicks earlier. Travis is really going to have to block and follow up in order to get those points on Isaac. Nice little back roll there.
You saw some of the power. Travis is going to have to move a little quicker. Isaac's quick fast one. Oh, there's a nice kick.
A little bit low, so I think that's what the judges didn't see there. Travis has to be a little quicker to get those points in. Looks like it was a 5-point spread there. Great match between those guys, but Isaac is one fierce competitor.
Yeah. I think we have one last match here, Travis versus Patrick.
I hope you're tired. I hope you're tired right now.
No break, go, no break, they don't need it.
These guys both train at Okami Martial Arts, so they've encountered each other a few times in the dojo with sparring practice. So we'll see some friendly competition out here today.
Set the score. You ready?
What's your name?
I think this is the last match of the day, if I'm not correct, Crystal.
I think it is as well.
I felt like it.
So these two are going to round out our day. Patrick McCauley and Travis Boschman, both from Okami Martial Arts, with Mr. Brian Parks as our center judge. Coaches on either side look like Mr. Bob Fonda for Pat and Mr. Aidan Boschman for Travis. Good follow up on those kicks. No point given. Looks like Mr. Fisher
They're
did
gonna
see
have to
some
start cleaning
excessive
it up a little bit,
contact.
too.
Yeah.
There was a nice shot to the ribs.
Not enough. Again, these guys need to clean it up.
Hit to the head.
There we go.
Point awarded. Nice. Not enough. You're gonna have to clean it up a little bit more. There's a nice clean punch.
Not enough. These guys really need to clean it up in order to get some points on the board here. Look, there we go. Travis got that one in there, tying it up at 2-2. Oh, I was wrong. Sorry. 3-1. That was for Pat. Another one for Pat.
Nice strike, nice punches, followed by the counter punch by Travis. And Travis now has gotten 3 points in a row. Good job, Pat. Nice clean striking. Nice strikes.
It's currently 6-3. Pat is in the lead from Travis. So definitely splitting those points, so the judges need to see clean techniques here.
And Pat's the winner, 8-5.
Great match to both of them. And that rounds out our day at the 2018 Saskatchewan Martial Arts Association here at the Legend Center in Warman.
Thanks to Shaw Cable for providing assistance in telecasting. And thank you to the Saskatchewan Martial Arts Association for a wonderful day.